Hello and a warm welcome to my channel. In tonight's video, I covered Hindustan Unilever, the FMCG giant, the MNC FMCG giant, and how the outlook looks for it in the short, medium, and as well as the long term. I hope the contents of my video are helpful to you, and so do like them, share them, and subscribe to the channel. Now, before we get into the Hindustan Unilever, let's do a quick update on how Nifty reacted today, the update on it. Right from the start of this week, I had been saying that the Ichimoku had suggested a price and time equilibrium on Monday. So the Monday's low had clearly suggested a turnaround taking place from this zone out here. And so far, it's been done exactly that. Yesterday, we saw the the baseline that is in the hourly holding on nicely to it, and today we had good dividends in the form of a good rally on a weekly expiry day, which normally is a day where we don't see breakouts happening or resistance, strong resistance breaking out. But today we saw that the 17,325 all being breached very convincingly after 2 o'clock and with good volumes out there. So that was a nice clearing, short covering of C writers taking place today in Nifty. Now going forward, so from here, 17,450 to 500 might act like a small temporary pause out here. Not a very big one, just a little bit out there. And another reason could be that tomorrow being Friday, a lot of traders would not like to go, overnight over a weekend with open derivative positions, keeping in mind the COVID uncertainty which is going on globally and how volatile the markets have been. So we might see a little bit of profit booking from traders out here, or some hedge short positions being built out here in this zone. Overall, there is a weakness has not crept in. We are still seeing a bounce in this zone out here, and every dip now an opportunity to re-enter along, or to look at scenarios comes in at 17,300 to 17,250. That looks like a strong wall being made out here in this zone out here now, because we've continuously seen how it's been held above this 17,200 line. So that's going to be a good opportunity, but which might come tomorrow, might come on Monday for that matter, or otherwise, from the long perspective, if the strength continues above 17,450 to 500, then the next major resistance is coming at 17,575, 600. That's a bit big one. It won't be that easy to break above it out here at 550, this odd one out here. It's not going to be that easy. So we will see how it plays out accordingly in that zone. So still remains a market where it's not going to be tremendously weak, just a couple of smart shuffling happening. Volatility will continue to remain high. It won't not going to drift down that easily. So such kind of moves will be a part and parcel of the again. Now, a quick reminder about those who are interested in learning Ichimoku. Tomorrow is the last date to register for this 3 weekends webinar. They will be interactive and with lots and lots of explanations given in between the sessions, and one can take advantage. The bonus being that a lot of discussions will take place also during market hours live, with examples to be shown. That's to like to get into the live market environment. That will now let's have a look at what Hindustan Unilever is suggesting today's stock. Now, right from an example of a long-term trader to that of a medium to short-term trader, let's look at it from that aspect. From a long-term investor, we can see out here that Hindustan Unilever has always respected the baseline. It continues to always come, test the baseline, spends a couple of months below it at times, as we can see out here in 2010. This is a subprime low, and out here, and after that, even during the COVID lows, it managed to hold on to the baseline. This is the January, February sale. So, and as continuously, even though this year has not been a very good year from terms of return for investors in FMCG stocks, especially Hindustan Unilever, but now at a fantastic support where it came this month on Monday, Tuesday's close. And these are the levels where investors would be looking to add, here out here. These are some, like smart money would love to buy this from a very long term perspective out here, or start an SIP once again out there in these dips. So strong opportunity, good opportunity in Hindustan from a long-term perspective. And here also in the weekly, we can see that as per Ichimoku, how it has held on to the cloud each time. These are thin clouds, but no doubt, each time it's come here, it's held, it's held, it's held. I don't see once also back, going back to 2019, where such a scenario occurred where that it would breach the Kumo once it had taken off from in 2017. So this long-term trend line is still being held. Unless there is some major negative news in the stock, extremely negative, would it breach and go below 2,100, and then there would be some problems, which would then attract the price all the way down probably to, if it breaks this line of 2,300 or 2,250 odd, 2,250, 200, then yes, then we could be talking about a dip down to 2,050 or 2,000 at the most that way. So, but such opportunities don't come every now and then in strong FMCG stocks, high dividend paying, consistent growth, zero promoter pledge, zero debt company. FIIs have increased their holding even in the last quarter, in this decline also. They now hold 15% equity. DIs have reduced it a bit in the last month, and they are now holding 3% of the equity. Now, from a short-term perspective also, if we look at it, because if we keep this bound and looking for a bounce, the stock is making a falling wedge, like an expanding diagonal, like trend line slant fall out here. Anything above 2420 would attract good short covering out here in the stock. Tomorrow, if the hourly closes above 23.7580, would also be a good opportunity to look for buying in the stock. From a trading perspective, a bounce back would be possible all the way to 24.75 to 25,150 in the short term. So the short term trader, the other opportunity would be any dip, because if Nifty dips, even this might dip. If a dip comes down to 2350, then it would be a short term entry level, also with 2300 as a short term exit in it. So from both medium to long term to short term, Hindustan Unilever giving good opportunities out here. Now, before we end, a standard disclaimer: please do not consider this to be a trading advice. Or please do your own research thoroughly before considering an investment in the stock. I hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Till then, bye everyone.